Hey, instructional designers. Today we're going to talk about your instructional design portfolio. Whenever you're applying for an instructional design job, there's 3 things you should be including. That is your cover letter, that is your resume, and that is your portfolio. So let's talk about what needs to be in your portfolio and how to really let each item shine. So what is an instructional design portfolio? An instructional design portfolio is going to be a website where you are able to show off some of the many projects that you have worked on. You should be thinking about it as painting a picture of the kinds of things that you've done and also the things that you would like to do. Your items should be showing a wide range of skills, both for development and for design. Or again, if you're going to an instructional designer job that is more of a niche skill, maybe needs assessment, you should be including those documents and those items that are really going to show that you are ready for success in any new position. When you are considering what to include in your portfolio, I recommend thinking about a few things. I always recommend thinking about the kinds of jobs for which you are applying and selecting projects that you've worked on that are going to show that you are more than capable of meeting all the points in that job description. So if you're applying, for example, for more instructional designer jobs that tend to be more working with the military, and they are looking for very specific items about needs assessment, mobile-friendly training, I would recommend selecting items for your portfolio that really show off that you've done those things in your career and you're more than capable of doing them in this new position. You should think about items that show off your technical skills. So perhaps if you are really experienced with e-learning software like Articulate Storyline or Rise, you may wish to include a Storyline or Rise project or both. If you have a specialty in e-learning software, you may want to show off several courses that demonstrate something different in each project. For instance, if you have a course that has really strong interactivity and you have another one that distills complex information very simply, those may be worth both including in your portfolio. Again, what you include in your portfolio should be tailored to the kinds of jobs that you're looking for. It's best to have fewer items that really let your work shine. It's easy to be so proud of so many things that you've worked on that you overstuff your portfolio, and then the things that really do shine get kind of lost among how much you have in there. I generally recommend that instructional designers have about 6 to 10 items max in a portfolio, and I really think 10 items would probably be pushing it a little bit. If you created 100 Storyline courses, that's amazing, and that should be maybe an item you include in your resume that you are able to produce really high volume, but you should probably only select 1 or 2 Storyline courses to really show off in your portfolio, for instance, and they should be illustrating different aspects of your development skill. So what if you are new to the field of instructional design and you don't have that much to put in your portfolio? You likely have projects from your schoolwork that you can probably zhuzh up a little bit and put those into your portfolio and make it really clear to a hiring manager what they demonstrate about you. If you're someone that has more work experience in instructional design, it might be that you have worked on projects that you are not allowed to show off publicly because they have proprietary information in them. In that case, what I recommend is actually creating a password protected portfolio or a section of your portfolio that is password protected. Then when you're applying for jobs, if a hiring manager is interested in you, you can provide that password to them, and then they could privately view those items in your portfolio that perhaps you're not ready for the world to see or legally you're not allowed to let the world to see, but a hiring manager could still take a look at them with you. A lot of your courses and your projects are going to be for a niche context, and whoever's viewing your portfolio may not have experience in that particular context themselves, and they may not be sure what you're trying to show off with a given portfolio item. So what I recommend for each item is to summarize in a paragraph or 2 max what's really important about that object that you are demonstrating. Are you demonstrating that a particular learning experience is available in multiple languages and the user can select that from the start because it was designed for a global audience? Are you showing off a course that has exceptional navigation and user experience? These are things that you should be listing next to the item itself. Again, briefly, because hiring managers are not going to have a lot of time to be able to thoroughly investigate and analyze each item in your portfolio. They just want to see that you have the skills that they are looking for, and you should meet them halfway by pointing out exactly what skills you use to create each object and what you want them to learn about you from each object. Think about other behind the scenes instructional design documents that are going to be able to show off your capabilities as a really solid instructional designer. You may have some design documents as you've been working through Addie or SAM that really show off your thinking, your ability to write solid learning objectives, to be able to select instructional goals, and your overall ability to really align every element of a learning experience, from the instructional goal to the learning objectives to the content and the final assessment at the end. These design documents are just as important as a flashy storyline course because they're going to show your prowess as an instructional designer and the really careful thought and planning that you put into creating a beautiful course, for instance. To recap, in this video, we talked about what a portfolio is used for in your job hunt process when you're looking for instructional designer jobs. We talked about how many items to include and what kinds of items to include. And we talked about what to do if you have few items to show off in your portfolio. Thanks for watching and good luck with your job applications.